What up? Hey Duke, what up? From tomorrow, actually, I'll increase the resolution to 1080p instead of 720, since now it is way easier to watch me on YouTube. Because I can see that the font is a little hard to read, so that's the reason. I'll definitely do that. Rio Canives, what's your actual name? Andrew, long time man. Really miss you. Really, really miss you. Are you joining us? Are you joining me today? I'm still solving problems here. We got solved a couple of questions before. How was your interview? So many questions, man. Really, tell me. I need to go to the dentist, but in like 1.5 hours. Cool, man. I mean, it's all right. I don't know. I just sent it. I don't know. I just sent it. What are you talking about? I'm sorry. Ah, the interview, right? They'll give me the results this week. Yeah, 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 yeah. Great, man. I hope you get a job, man. Really, I wish. Man, they better fucking hurry because I need to get a job this month. You will definitely get it, man. You will get it for sure. I mean, I wish I could hire you. I wish I could hire you in our company. Otherwise, I'll be on zero money. Uh, don't focus on streams these days, honestly. I mean, just focus on cracking problems on your own. Work hard for it. I know for sure that you can get a good job. You sound a little underconfident at times, but I think you really do deserve it. Honestly, when I'm not sugarcoating it or saying it just for the sake of it, I really mean it. I know if I could help you out with a remote job, I don't know uh, if you are interested. I'm not sure. If it comes down to that, I'll definitely do that. I mean, seriously, I mean it. Still there with me? Yeah, I'm solving this really cool problem, man. I'm happy because I'm getting. Yeah, I'm sending you the link. So I'm happy because there's the link. Okay, here. This is the one. So I'm actually happy because like this is leading somewhere. I'm getting my uh, uh, I forgot the word. Uh, my skills are improving in this. I can still remember bits and pieces of the stuff I used to do. So it's great. I mean, yeah, great. I'm not as afraid of it as I was in the beginning. No more. I'm not afraid of it anymore. You can like really check this out. It's a really really cool problem. I like. I'm honestly I've started to like it. Check it out. It's cool. Hey Andrew, do let me know when you have read this problem, and if you want, I would really like to tell you about the. I would really like to tell you about the solution I came up with. I mean, just think about it for a moment if you want. And I just came across this solution which I really, yeah, sure, no problem. You can try it on your own. But I came upon this solution which I'm really happy about. I mean, it's good. Or not want to think about this myself. Yeah, sure, sure, sure. Please, yes, please do. The hints are on my screen. Just giving you a heads up that they are on my screen. So look around. So I just submitted it. That my most concern was about that whether it will calculate in the given time limit or not, which it did. So I need to put the final puzzle piece of my puzzle together and we'll be good to go. Hopefully, it shouldn't be a problem. I wanted to sleep real quick. Sure, man, no shoes, no shoes whatsoever. And two huge ass mosquitoes just ruined it. Got one fucked. Got one fucked. I'm good. Yeah, relatable. Sometimes, yeah, relatable. Two huge ass mosquitoes. I do not want to. I got to go soon, but about your exercise, I do not want to literally think about two huge ass mosquitoes. There's some DP, right? Yeah, definitely, it's a DP problem. Definitely, yeah, it's a DP problem, and it's a really nice DP problem. That is true. Yeah. You know what? I don't know when I will actually implement. I see it as a one and minus one. What do you mean? Yeah, depending, and we need to find the best collection with positive sums. Sort of, yeah. Sort of, yeah. Yeah. Give it to me, give it to me. What up? You joined via YouTube and via Twitch. Did you join in? I think that you opened Twitch just for a while. Did you? You did. You definitely did. Yeah. Finally, yes, 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 yes. I am not very proud of the approach that I used, and certain bits and pieces of information that I used to reach here, not particularly a fan of them either. This is ugly and a very inefficient piece of garbage. Congo, yeah, me a little bit of time, but yeah. Actually, Ryuk, what's going on is, do you have any idea what's going on here? What am I doing? Don't worry, I'll explain it to you, and I do not expect you to know everything that I do. So you can really tell me if there's something, if you do not follow what's going on here. Not with this problem, but what I'm doing these days in general. If you don't follow, I'll definitely let you know. Now let's try to reduce this garbage. Nah, I know, I knew it. So it will sound frightening at first, but believe me, it isn't. Okay? Yes, I'll tell. Let me quickly take a pee break and I'll be back in like a minute. Give me a second. I'll explain it to you then. Hold on. I'll be back. Is this still working? What? Yeah, it's working. Anyways, so first of all, it's a very different thing, and if I look at it, from a very beginner's perspective, so it will be very daunting for me. I mean, very confusing. Okay, so what happens here is that let me look at you in the eye and talk to you. Okay, so what happens here is that you are given a problem. Okay, and the problem is to twist the numbers into a particular format that is expected. It is again confusing what I just said, but listen to me. I'll explain it to you by going through this problem, reading this problem out loud. And are you there? You're there, right? Yuk, yuk. You're there, right? Yeah. So what happens here is let's read a problem. Okay. Suppose the problems can be as simple as they'll provide you with a word, say hello world, and you need to print that word itself. Okay, so it's very easy. So I'll just use Python so that I can be uh, really quick in formulating my answers. Okay, so if they ask you the only task you got is print hello. That's what this is, your entire code that you need. Okay, and this is an advanced version of this. Okay, what I mean is like there's a lot of processing that is required to solve this problem. It is not that straightforward. So in this problem, have you read this question? Have you read this question? It's okay, take your time. I mean, I understand that YouTube buffers, so it's all right. But just let me know you when you see this. Okay? Just let me know if you have read this question. If you haven't, don't worry, I'll explain it to you. You read it. So have you understood this question or you haven't? But confusing. What is confusing? The problem or coming up with the solution? I mean, definitely coming up with a solution is confusing. But but first we need to sort it out that the problem is very clear to you. What they want to do is very clear to you. Okay, okay, no problem. I mean, there's a problem, but I'll explain the problem. Okay, so the problem is that it's very easy. The framing might be a little hard to understand, but the problem by itself, in itself, is very easy. I'll tell you how. So they forget about the shopkeeper and stuff. Just that's a weird framing. It confuses the user even more. What they want is that they provide you a string of numbers, okay, which are 1 and 0, 1 and 0, 1 and 0. Okay, you can pick a sub a part of this number only when in a range that number is that number has more ones than it has zeros. Okay, all right, so I'll give you an example. So this string, has less ones than zeros. Okay, so this string is cannot be counted. I mean, we cannot use this string. So the length of plausible usable string is 0. Okay, now if I use this in this particular string, the plausible or the length of the string in which there are more ones than zeros is the entire string. What I mean is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so there are so the maximum length of string I can get in which there are more ones than there are zeros is 10. Okay, now let's talk about this string. Okay, in this string as a whole definitely has more zeros than it has ones. Okay, so we cannot take the entire string, but what we can do is we can break the string in two parts. Now we'll only pick up this part in which there are more ones than there are zeros. So the possible length of string is the usable length of string is 3 here in this entire string. Similarly, if it is in between, say, one, okay. Now, what we can do is we can break the string again. The entire string definitely has more zeros than it has ones. Okay, you need to be very focused. Okay, and let me know if you're still confused, but you need to have really good focus. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm breaking this into three parts, into four parts. Okay, now there are two continuous substrings which have more ones than there are zeros. The first substring and its length is 3, and this substring and its length is 3. Okay, so it's 3 plus 3, 6. Okay, now following the problem that the problem setters have provided, what I can do is how I can break the string such that I can have maximum possible usable length. Okay, which has more ones than there are zeros, following this logic that there this logic that you're seeing on my screen. So let's start the breaking process. Okay, what I'll do is I'll take this. Okay, break it up. All right, now you can see that the first this one, this substring, the third substring, and the fourth substring, fifth substring. Okay, they are all like called good substrings. Okay, following our logic. Whatever, I'm changing the lingo in the process, but you get the point. So the usable length is 5 plus 3 plus 1. Be aware that we can actually have even a single digit, even a single string of length 1 still has more ones than there are zeros. In this, there are just 0 zeros. So even we can count this. What we cannot count is a single 0. So this is 9, and therefore this is 9. Great. Are you following? I mean, I totally understand if you don't follow. I'll repeat. And in fact, you can write it down what you don't follow. But you just really need to let me know, okay? Since I'm streaming, I don't know what's going on, how you are, how much you are perceiving. So I need to know that. Okay, so this is the second input. What I can do is I can easily break this string in two parts. Okay, this is one part and this is the other part. Since the entire length of this string is 16, so this length has got to be 13. This length is 3. We can see it. Okay. All right. So yeah, our answer is 13. In this particular continuous string, substring. Substring is part of a string. In this string, there are less zeros than there are ones. So there have got to be 7 zeros and 7 ones and 6 zeros. Uh, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there are more ones than there are zeros. Now, have you understood the problem? I mean, you have to be really honest with me. Have you really understood it? Please again explain the second input. So this is, I just copied the second input here, okay? This is the second input. What I did is I just splitted it here, okay? On at the 13th index, okay? Now at this point, what I can see is that this substring, okay? Substring, any string which is a part of any string which is continuous and is part of the string is called substring. Okay, so in fact, if I want, I can break this. In fact, if I want, I can break this in any order. All of these are substrings. Okay, any random order. They should just be continuous and they'll be substrings. So what I did is I need to find the substring which, when added together, gives me the maximum length. Okay, so here what I did is I divided this into these two parts. So this part is why 13 only? What do you want me to do? I mean, do you want you do one thing? Do one thing. Join me on Discord. This is going to be tedious else. Okay, join me on Discord. I'll pull you in. Join any voice chat channel on Discord, and I'll pull you in. Great. Ryuk, can you hear me? Ryuk, you are on mute actually. I can't talk, but no, you need to talk because these videos are not in sync with my voice. You'll hear Discord first and then you will hear YouTube. I mean, there you cannot talk because Discord share. No, actually, I wanted to have a live one-on-one so that you don't have to type too much. Okay. Hopefully there should be less lag in Discord share. I'll do that. If that is too much trouble for you, I'll just do that. Uh, is it shared? Is it shared? No, it's not shared. Man, oh no. Man, it's not working. It's not working. Just follow, forget about Discord. Just follow the YouTube uh, discussion, okay? Uh, Forget about Discord, man. It's not going to work out. I'll just explain it on YouTube. So you what you asked is why 13 only? Can you come up with a better solution? We can do an NG server. What? Why? No, in our own Discord, what's the problem you're facing? Discord share an NG server. Oh no, that's not the problem actually. Ah, forget it, man. Explain it here on YouTube, okay? Are you ready? Let me know if you're ready. Okay. So, you said ki why 13 only? Can you come up with a better solution? What do you, either you mean that I can extend more than 13, okay, or what do you mean? Because this is the only string in which there are more ones than there are zeros. If I'll decrease it, so that won't be the longest string, okay? I want the maximum size, right? As I did here. I divided it into multiple substrings and I picked up each string which would give me the maximum sum. Okay. Or else I could have also went with like I could have always picked up one individual ones. Okay. Like one. plus 1 2 plus 1 3 plus 1 4 plus 1 5 plus 1 6, but that won't give me the maximum size, right? This is going to give me the maximum size. Don't rush, take your time. It can be a little confusing, I understand. Hmm. Hmm. We want the max size, max total size of all the substrings, okay, which follow which follow our criteria. That is what it is. Our criteria is each substring should have more ones than there are zeros. Okay. I understand why you asked the question that why 13. I should have explained that we need the longest string. Only then our solution will be unique, right? Because as I said, I can still split them, but I'll get a smaller total size. That's not what we want. And that's not challenging at all, actually. That's very easy. Did you understand now? I hope it is really clear now. I hope. Anyways, forget about that for a while. But just for what you wrote a book of code, just for that, you wrote a book of code. Uh, you have a very valid question, okay? But to be honest, there are two things actually. Uh, to certain extent, you are right, and to certain extent, you are wrong. Okay. So this is a very small code, I would say. It's barely 100 lines. It's not a book of code. I mean, I could have even compressed it by removing a couple of comments. Like these things are taking like 10 lines. They are not even part of the code. They, so never count the number of lines of code. Okay. That's the first rule I'll tell you about, that there's no point in counting the number of lines, because I can write the same logic with the same efficiency in like 1,000 lines, not 1,000 lines, but a lot of lines, and I can even compress that down to 1/10 of the size with the same efficiency and everything. So never count the number of lines, okay? Now, this is the extent where I'm right. Now, the extent to which you are right is that this is not the most efficient answer, I'm sure. It just passed. I mean, it got accepted because they had they told me that the values are very small, so I could do a lot of computation without actually doing without actually consuming a lot of time. What I'm trying to say is that the number of inputs are less. So no matter how complex your approach is, the output was also going to get scaled down. Okay. And yeah, so this can be like the complexity can be reduced. That is true as well. And I think that this is not the right time for you to understand what how this code works. Okay, if you like puzzles like I do, I mean it's really great. But if you don't, then like it's not a good exercise, because certain bits and pieces can get really confusing. And before starting with the stuff that I'm doing right now, first of all, what you need to do is like you should try solving this by yourself, because you said that, but just for that, that's what optimization means. By optimization means is that like you know that every program consumes CPU, and GPU and computer resources, right? Resources of the computer. So this is what I mean by how efficient the code is. So an efficient code will require the least computer resources. Okay. So yeah, so we optimize it so that it doesn't it doesn't consume a lot of CPU. Okay. I'll give you two lines of code which will like hog up a lot of my CPU. Okay. I'll give you an example what I mean by that. Do you see this loop while one pass? Okay. This is the most inefficient loop that you can write. Why, you ask? I'll tell you why. Let me add, let me open up my system monitor. Okay. Check this out, what this while one did. You see this 100% usage? You see this orange line, 100% usage. Now now there, now the load is passed to a different logical core. Okay. This yellow line. One CPU is always going to be at 100% usage. Okay. This is because of this damn while loop. Because for no reason. Do you think it is accomplishing anything? It is giving you anything of use? No. But it is still consuming my CPU cycles. You see, it's heating up my CPU, my laptop, or whatever it is, and it's consuming a lot of my CPU time. What I'll do is I'll just now I interrupted this while loop. Now, my this is what my regular CPU usage is. You see, there's nothing hogging up my CPU. So we need to write efficient code so that this happened. This whole this entire thing happened because we were keeping the CPU busy for the entire time. Okay, it was busy the entire time looping through this infinite while loop. So this is what kept the CPU busy, and you could like directly this directly translates to higher CPU consumption, higher temperature, higher thermal throttling, and everything. Whatever you do consumes CPU. Okay. Now let us try this. Now what I did was I wrote down the same while loop, but what I did was I gave some headroom for the CPU to sleep. Okay, what I mean is like when it is sleeping for a second, okay, it is not looping through. It is not like jumping forever. It takes a break of entire 1 second, which is a lot of time, and then it loops. Unlike previously, when it was looping like as soon as possible, there was no delay. Now you can see that this is what my CPU usage looks like. Uh, there are no cores which are totally occupied, right? So this is better. This is not the best, but this is better because when the CPU is sleeping, in the sense when it is doing nothing, sleep means that it will do nothing for 1 second. It can be used to do other things, so it continuously switches. Okay, whenever it is free, the CPU is allocated to a different process. Okay, it's not totally engaged all the time. So this is what optimization means. Now this is what optimization means. What you need to do is you need to run the loop for as less number of time as possible. So what I mean is like this can be translated to, if I run this for loop, I don't know if you know Python, but it is really easy. It is really readable, infinite. Okay. So this is what a while one was. Okay. What I mean is that it is looping through infinite values 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1000, 10,000, 10,000,000, 100,000 million. Okay. This it is just not stopping anywhere. So this loop will again take a lot of time. It will take a lot of pr processing power to reach to the next statement. Okay. Infinite is unfortunately not a keyword. Okay. 1,000 is very small value. Okay. So it will, but as I'll keep on increasing these values, it will, now you can see that it is taking a lot of time, right? And again, my CPU usage has shooted up. See, okay? Even though uh, it completed this task in some time, some non-infinite time, okay? See, it did. You see this? You see this jump? But it was keeping the resources occupied, and above that, it was taking a lot of time. It was making things slower. This is slow, right? This thing is slow. I cannot do anything. As I'll keep on decreasing the zeros here, this is faster, 10 times faster. Notice the time taken, okay? Almost instant, not instant, but almost instant. Now just check this out. See, no time. Takes no time at all. Takes a lot of time, takes some time, takes some time, takes some time, takes some time, takes a lot of time. To be precise, it takes 10 times more time it was taking previously. So you understand, right? Now I cannot be more clear. What I mean is like you need to reduce the number of cycles, or the number of cycles it takes to compute a particular thing. Okay. If you were into computer uh, if you were of computer science background, or if you are going to learn computer science, you can actually, we can actually quantify this. What I mean is there are things called big O notation, which determine the complexity of a problem. Okay, like you can, I'll write it down here for you to understand. Yeah, I'm not sure. Don't be intimidated by this, that you cannot understand a word they are saying. That's all right. Of this, I hate this. Forget that link. Okay, just try this link out. Okay, so this is a very simple example of calculating how much complex my code is. But here in formal terms, we call it big O notation. Okay, to calculate anything, to calculate the complexity. That is all I had to say. I hope like all of this, you know what, To be very honest with you, it doesn't matter what field you pick up. It doesn't matter where you are working, in which field you are working. It will always and always give you an edge if you are a programmer, if you know how to program, and if you know how to program well, it will always give you an edge. Doesn't matter from which background you are. And and one more thing, like at your age, it can happen that this thing really interests you, but you are not pursuing it too much because uh, your field is different. Don't think about it like that. Okay? What I mean is just think about it in a way that this is a hobby. Do not think about it as work or something. I'll give you a philosophical advice. Like anything can be work if you want it to be, and anything can be fun if you want it to be. Okay? For instance, honestly speaking, I have a full-time job, but I have fun for most part of my job because I love what I do. Okay? You can always have fun in anything you do. It is your brain which calls it, which says that this particular thing is a good thing and this particular thing is a bad thing. What I mean is that this particular thing is fun and this particular thing is not. It can be very complex at times. You might not have understood what I just said. But what I mean is like, don't hold back, okay? I'm doing all this not because somebody is asking me to do this, okay? This is a better example. I'm doing this because it's fun, okay? Because it's better to kill time. You know that I play games as well. I do. But I find my solace here as well, okay? So just always keep that in mind and like nobody can beat you if you keep that in mind. Everything is fun, man. So if you love these things, if you love this, if you love some other thing, just go deep into it. Okay. Like the other day you were building that quiz. I saw the code. It was nice. It was nice. And what I saw while reading that code was that you wrote that code as a fun side project. You see, you wrote that as something which gave you pleasure, which gave you happiness. Okay, it was fun sharing it with other fellows in my Discord, in our Discord. It's not my Discord. It was fun. People came down, came out and told, gave you better advices. It was fun. Never shy away from these things. If it was fun, just do it. If gaming gives you happiness, do it. It's fine. But if this gives you happiness, you still got to do it. You, you got to do it. That's all I have to say for today, man. I think it's enough of a philosophical advice. But you can really go a long way if you really have the fire. If you are, if you are still are interested, you can always go a long way. Just don't hold back. Sure, man, no problem. I'm honestly like your big brother, man. It's cool. No problem. I'm actually glad that you asked. Actually, you did not ask. It was me who gave this advice. Yeah, whatever. It's fine, man. You can always come up to me if you have any questions with programming or anything. It's cool. But at your age, you should just keep exploring. Okay? Medical and this and that. I'm not against medical. It's cool. It's definitely cool. But I'm saying here that computer science and medical always go hand in hand. Okay? Almost you can club any branch with computer science. That's all. I'll just put a stop to it. So let's move on to the next problem. Oh, I love this one. You see, in this, they even provide basic statistics like how much memory was this taking, how much time in seconds it took. Okay, these things, these matrices are there. I am sure that certain other people have done this problem in almost no time at all. I'm sure. See, they wrote this code in C++ and in no time at all. 4.6 MB of RAM, and this guy is using 2.5 MB of RAM. See, even I'm learning. I'll definitely figure out a better way of doing it. Actually, to be honest, I might have done it. I have completed this problem like 4 or 5 years back. See, 2016, 4 years back, almost 5 years back. So let's see what did I do back then, and I solved this in Python. Let's see what did I do back then. Uh, I don't want to go through my code all over again, but I see that the complexity is n square, unlike n cube. Okay, which I actually was having. Yeah, very bad naming convention. So I don't know what this means. Hey Ratchet, how are you? Give me a high five, man. How are you? You there? Is there a emoji for this? No? No. Hey Ratchet. So there's a small update. I don't know if you like it or not, but I'm just letting you know. Anyways, you are in the Discord channel, so you might know that I have moved to YouTube as well. So right now, like people can watch me on YouTube as well. I mean, I'm telling you this because on YouTube, you can actually, yeah, why I did that is, I mean, I'm live right now on YouTube as well. So why I did that is because in Twitch I do not have the functionality of the viewers don't have a functionality of viewing this live stream at a lower quality. So if somebody has a not so good internet connection, like he cannot connect, he cannot see what's going on. So for that purpose, I mean, if at some point you have trouble, like you can always switch to YouTube. So it's just convenient. It's just an additional layer of convenience that's provided. That's it. I was telling that's fair reason to do double streaming. Yeah, and I'm honestly not that big. I'm not Shroud with a million million subscribers or followers now. So YouTube or Twitch doesn't care that much about this. It doesn't matter, man. So my friend here, Ryuk, who is watching us from YouTube. Yeah, I'll probably stick to watching you through Twitch though. I like the layout of Twitch more than YouTube. Yeah, sure, man. I was just letting you know, but that's one more option. It's just a yeah, mild inconvenience. It doesn't matter. For me, it doesn't matter if you watch through YouTube or Twitch. All that matters is that I'm connected to you guys. Yeah, so let me introduce you to my friend Ryuk. I mean, he's my virtual friend because I have never met him IRL. but he is, I think, almost your age, but he is really new to programming. Okay. Uh, I just told him about time complexity and how it acts and everything. Yeah, I saw that. You guys talked in support. Yeah. So, yeah, Ryuk, I am 16. You can actually read the comments. You can actually read the chat here as well. So this layout is really really convenient, right? To connect both the YouTube viewers and the Twitch viewers. So he's screaming, "I'm 16." Yeah, you're a kid, man. I think Luke is even younger than Ratchet. Yeah. So Ryuk Ratchet is like really good with programming, and he is like one of my first five viewers. Uh, when I was developing a game in assembly language, uh, Ratchet helped me out with a very silly problem which I was going through. I'm too ashamed to talk about it. Let's not talk about it, but just Ratchet helped me out during the streams. So Ratchet is a really cool guy. Yeah, Ratchet is cool. He's the first viewer who actually communicated with me at all. I mean, when I was really new to Twitch, I didn't even know that, like, how I was anxious. I didn't know, like, whether people will interact at all or not. Anyways, it was cool. So, Ratchet, what we were doing is, I hope you already know that I have started solving problems on this website. Thank you so much, man. Again, I'll actually always be glad for that. So what I was doing is like I was just trying to solve problems on this website, SPOJ.com. It has a lot of problems related to data structures and algorithms, actually. Okay. I think you know about it. Have we discussed about it? I'm sorry, I tend to forget. There are so many people with whom I have the same conversation over and over again, pardon me, that sometimes I tend to forget. I'll tell you regardless what it is. So this is a platform where we solve problems. That's the best way to put it. So if you will just read this problem, you'll better understand. I'll probably give you an easier problem to understand. And it is sort of a recreational problem solving website. Okay. So this is where once you'll read the problem, you'll actually understand. It won't make sense if I'll make you understand the how it works. But it's just cool. You need to come up with logic to give the output uh, as the problem statement demands. Well, I mean, it's a really good, real good time pass actually. It's really solving puzzles like, yeah, it's sort of like solving puzzles. So today I just solved this problem, which was really interesting, and the solution was even more interesting. That's that is what we did. I've never been good at these kind of logic puzzles. That's all right, actually. I mean, it comes with practice. So these puzzles are not logic puzzles per se. They follow a certain paradigm of problems. Like this one is of paradigm dynamic programming. There are different paradigms of problems of these sort of problems. So it doesn't matter if you are good at it or not. I used to do this sort of stuff like 4 years back. So these are my solutions. I think I'll just increase the text size for better readability. So this is when I started submitting the solutions. I mean 2020, 16, that is today. And I joined a few competitions like this, and I basically always feel it comes with practice, man. I mean, there's nothing to laugh about or to feel ashamed about. It always comes with practice. It's cool. I was like I was okay. I mean, I was good. Wouldn't say okay ish. I was good when I used to do this sort of stuff. Hey, bye, Ryuk. It's cool. I think it's late already for you. Bye bye. Bye, Ryuk. Thanks for joining in. Bye bye. It's always good to have company. Good luck with learning Python. No, man, I'm not. Okay, sorry. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, good luck with learning Python, Ryuk. Yeah. He's a nice guy. He is very enthusiastic. He's almost always there in my streams. Uh, bye bye, bye bye, Ryuk. Bye bye. It's late here. What time is it? It's 12 quarter past midnight here. So what I was saying is that I used to solve these problems like 4 years back. Now I have almost forgotten almost everything about solving these problems. They're fun, man. When you once you get into them, like they are fun. Honestly, they are fun. Really funny. Not funny. I mean, they are fun. So actually, it's better than the last. What's a good way of starting? Oh, finally a question which I would love to answer. Good luck, Ryuk. You need to sleep if tomorrow is your exam. It's quarter past midnight here. Good luck with your exam and you need sleep. Good luck. Good luck, man. Good luck. All right. So what's a good way of starting? Do you really? Okay. Okay, tomorrow. Triple good luck, dude. The exams suck. 17 already started. Yeah, yeah. Good luck still. Okay, Ratchet, you asked me what's a good way of getting started. The good way of getting started is subscribe to Hackback, follow Hackback, and always watch Hackback's streams. Wild promotion here. Forget it. So what you can do is like yo free promotion. Yeah. So what you can actually do is honestly, I am I have recently started solving these problems from scratch. So if you really are interested, you can honestly like drop into my streams sometimes. Or in fact, you can even ask me these questions. So this website, spoj.com, it has questions of every difficulty. Okay. So like you can try and sort it out with what's with this filter accuracy, what acceptance filter, I don't know whatever acceptance filter probably. I'm trying, but school kind of makes it difficult. You don't get time, or how? I mean, how does it make it difficult? Anyways, I think your stream is buffering a lot. It's taking. Yeah, we are in our graduation year term now, and the quantity of things to learn has increased by a lot. Uh, that's true, man. I can't help you in that regard. Honestly, I can't. But what you can do is like whenever you find time, if on weekends or even say half an hour a day, or forget about solving these problems, like just drop into my stream for exactly 5 to 10 minutes, and I'll tell you what solving, and probably I'll tell you about the last question I solved, and I'll probably tell you about the solution of that last question. Sounds interesting? That sounds interesting, yeah. I mean, if you like, so this can work out sort of, if you like. My God, what is the title of the stream? Is it still trying Apex Legends? I'll kill myself. No. Yeah, it's fine. Title is fine. Hmm. What is it? What is this that you just shared? I mean, what is this about? Lowercase letters. Noun must be composed of lowercase letters. That's a weird problem to solve, my friend. I think what they're trying to say is that you cannot have capital letters at all. Login must be composed of lowercase letters. Yeah, yeah. Actually, for usernames, to be very honest, it doesn't make sense to have capital letters. And I would actually prefer this scheme because usernames are usually used in URLs. So in URLs, it doesn't make sense of having capitalization. That's why all my usernames, like my personal username or hackback, all are small, all are lowercase. It's not a weird requirement, man. It's cool. It's actually good. It decreases the ambiguity that capital R A is same as small r a. Anyways, by the way, did I tell you about what am I supposed to put as nearest city institution? I don't know. Where are you filling this form, man? I don't know. Anyways, forget about it. Did I tell you about my current streaming setup? Did I? I'll just, I'll just post it on Discord, okay? Where is it? Yeah, here it is. Give me a moment, give me a moment. Actually, I was just about to end my stream because it's too late here, so I'm just sort of having some non-relevant discussion. That's it. Check this out. This is what. Oh, forget about the walls, they suck. I know. And I'll build a PC soon because I sold my old PC. Sold my old PC. But this is what the current setup looks like. Forget about everything, but it's at least very clean, right? Very, very clean. Yeah, right now, so this is the one where the camera is attached, like you can actually make sense of it right now. You can see in the photo. So this is the picture. So the right one is 2K monitor 1440p. So from tomorrow, why I showed you this is like from tomorrow, probably I'll stream in full HD or uh, 2K resolution. Though so many people will have trouble running 2K resolution, so I'll just probably resort to 1080p only. Uh, Keep that aside. All right, man. So, like, if you find time anytime, it's not about promotions and anything, honestly. Like, just drop in for 5 minutes, 10 minutes at max, and I'll tell you about the problems I'm solving, and I'll probably tell you about the solutions of the problems as well. With your wish, man, it's just cool. Uh, I'll probably just stop streaming now. Or should I look at some other problem as well? Should I? Aggressive cows. Wait, I do have a problem open already. Who are they? Oh, are you registering on SPOJ? I didn't know. I thought I don't know what it was. I'm sorry. Check out their. Oh yeah, you might have it in your spam folder for sure. I'm definitely sure that that is in your spam folder. Nope. Really? These guys are have been around for like at least 1 decade, maybe. So it's hard to believe that they'll have such problems. Forget about this. Let's go and what can we do now? I like that they allow Bitbucket and GitHub and nothing else. For what? For login? What I what do you mean? Are you talking about login? Social media. Yeah, in fact, to be honest, even I do not like any other options. I love GitHub. I really, really love GitHub. I want to use GitLab, dang it. GitLab sucks, dang it. I mean, it's just a it's just a personal opinion. Do not kill me. But I believe that I found the GitHub more intuitive and cleaner than GitLab. Moreover, they started supporting like private repos as well. I don't know, I just like using it more. Have you tried using GitHub? Like not just at an intro level, but for quite some time. Have you really tried using GitHub? I mean, if you will, I think that you'll like really like it. Of course, it is subjective, but I like GitHub's application. I'll give him that. Yeah, true. Uh, Ratchet, let's try out some easy problems here. Okay. I don't know if you're. Do you think installing? Hey, Chiroptical. It's been a long time since you actually visited when I'm solving problems. The last time you visited me, I was playing game. So Chiroptical visited me the last time I was playing game, and he said that, wait, this is not Haskell. That was funny. It's really great, man. I have got the hang of it now. So again, for quite some time, I'm solving problems in C++. I keep seeing you playing Apex Legend, and I am sad. Why are you sad? What makes you sad? More Haskell. You don't want me to play games. Don't worry, guilty as charged. But I just play game like for 1.5 hours. That's it. And right after I work. No fun for you. Yeah. I did, obviously I'm kidding. Yeah. No, I just in my defense, honestly, I just do it for like 1.5 hours right after I'm done with my full-time job. So it's not too much. It's just there. Anyways, about I love I love me some Rocket League, but I don't like streaming it. I love me some Rocket. Rocket League is the one that uh, with like you have a cars and you have a football or something like that, right? I don't know. What's Rocket League? I just got an ad a while back. Soccer with cars, yeah. Soccer. Yeah, yeah. I tried playing Apex Legends with a friend once and I was just completely terrible with it. It's just it's just fun sometimes like it just takes the edge off. Same, I'm so bad at that one. Oh my God. You know what? Just will you? I just need a minute of time of you guys. So the quality, where is the damn Discord? It's closed. Let me open it again. Yeah, it's here. Okay, so come on, guys. If you have played Apex Legends, like you guys can relate a little bit, okay? So I don't think that like it will take you an exact 1 minute to watch this clip, okay? So if you guys think that you suck at Apex Legends, I am I'm up a notch. If I never have to play a Modern Warfare game again, that would be game. That would be great. A Modern Warfare game. That would be great. Uh, yeah. Like watch this clip when I just got. So we were the first squad. Yeah, sure, sure. Ratchet, just go watch this 1 minute clip, man. Just get back. Just watch this 1 minute clip. Like you'll. Now you guys think. No, you guys think you guys suck. So this was taken today itself, okay, while I was streaming. So I was like, okay, what does this do? Is that a power up or is that some place like nowhere, no one else can be, or something, something different? It wasn't. This got me killed. It was weird. I haven't played in a long time, but big laser beam from the ground. Yeah. 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 So even I'm learning. So yeah, even I suck at it. I'm learning, but I like FPS games, so I'll probably be good at it. If you guys want some at some point, like we can play Among Us or some other game. If you guys have some time, anytime. Like that's why I have a gaming channel on my Discord. Ratchet knows. Like if you guys are ever interested. Uh, that aside, so yeah, it's just a fun side thing. Uh, like if I'm playing that game, why not stream it? I'm anyway streaming my this uh, because I'm doing it, not for the sake of streaming it. Chiroptical, you can relate because you know my mindset. So that's what it is like. If I'm playing it, why not stream it? If I'm doing this, solving these problems, why not stream it? So that's all. That's sort of my messed up, fucked up motivation. Nothing different. Anyways, so I don't really have any major bought games to be honest. Not on Twitch though. I did Destiny streaming when I was doing Sherpa runs. What is Sherpa runs? I don't know. Sorry. Wait, maybe it was on Twitch. Sherpa runs. That's Sherpa run. Okay, it's some game lingo of of Destiny. Teaching folks how to complete raids. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Cool, man. I'll probably highlight that clip. I taught folks how to complete encounters with a few friends. Great, man. I didn't. I honestly, please don't take it otherwise. But I didn't think of you as a gamer guy. I mean, if you're like you can game. Don't take it otherwise, please. I thought that you were. Hey, Andrew is here. The whole party, the whole gang is here. Andrew, what up, man? I never thought that your optical like you would actually be into gaming because I have never seen a PhD into gaming. Kill me, please. I should have been learning haskell, but instead I played games. Now I just write code, huh? So there, even okay, I that statement applies to me as well. Even I should have been learning haskell, but instead I'm playing games. Yeah, a little bit. I'll just come back with like how to proceed with translating everything into Haskell. It's hard, makes me slow when I'm solving these problems, but I honestly need to come up with an efficient way of that. I tried writing, honestly, I tried writing knapsack in Haskell, and it just, it was tedious. But real talk games were the only way I survived graduate school. Sometimes you need to shoot aliens. I think I'll stick with C Sharp, Python, and C for now, to be honest. Sure, man. Python and C are like must-have tools, I would say. At least Python is a must-have tool. You guys can contradict actually, but I find it really, really easy and fast to work with Python and C, C++. Python in particular. It's very easy to code things up on the go. Exactly, it is nice to prototype and script with. Granted, I cannot. I mean, it's not an ideal language to write huge code databases, but for the correct word is like prototyping. You're totally right, Optical. So for prototyping, it's a very very good language. You can like it won't take any time at all to. It's just a trade-off that we have to make, right? You can do it in C++, you can do it in Python, you can do it in Haskell, but all have their complexities involved. That's cool. Andrew, are you still there? I'm waiting for your response, man. Andrew, my man. Anyways, he went to sleep like an hour back. He told me that there was one big ass mosquito that was biting him. And then he went off to sleep. Probably he woke up. I don't know. Anyways, Chiroptical, this is like it's going really well. Mosquitoes suck. That's definitely true. That's true. Anyways, Chiroptical, if you're still there, so we were like, I solved a couple of problems here, and honestly, like it was bliss when actually I got that mark of acceptance here. I don't know if you have gone through this website, but it was amazing getting an accepted after like two, what, 2, 3 wrong answers, getting an accepted one. It's a bliss. It's going well. What is the site exactly? It's SPOJ.com. Even Ratchet is has just signed up for it. So I love this website. It is very clean and it has a huge cache of good problems. So I love this website, honestly. That's why. You just open the website and just do your stuff. There's no additional thing. Do you guys like third person games? Man, I do. I loved Witcher 3, playing Witcher 3. Oh, damn, man. That reminds me, I'll definitely like play that game again and stream it on weekends. What does classical mean in this? Uh, so see, no, it has got nothing to do with mathematics. So it's just a division that they have created of their own. Okay, so it has got nothing with the mathematics. It is number theory. It is binary search. It is dynamic programming, ad hoc, graph theory. It has almost everything. I think how they separate it from others is like these are practice problems. These are not challenges. Like I think this is where uh, people compete with each other and the problems after the competition are placed here. I think so. I'm not sure. I never explored other sections to be honest. But definitely it has got nothing to do with mathematics. As you can see the tags here, so none of the tags have got anything to do with the section. So this also has most of the same tags. Let's see. It's 1 a.m. here, so I'll probably doze off, guys. My brain stopped working around half an hour ago, actually. Yeah, it's really late. I agree. Yeah, I usually I'm gonna go to sleep in probably like 30 minutes since I got school tomorrow. Sure, man. Even I got work tomorrow at 10 a.m. I'll probably stop streaming now, guys. Okay. Thanks for joining in. Like it's really funny. It's really uh, I I have a small vocab, I suppose. It's really good to see you guys here, man. Honestly, I mean it's really lonely when I'm watching solving problems alone. It's like it's really great. Thank you so much for joining in, man. Guys, thank you. Good night, all. Uh, See you probably tomorrow. Red chat if you want to join tomorrow. Just if you get time and at any point. I'll be streaming from 9 p.m. IST to 1 a.m. IST, at least 12 p.m. 12 a.m. IST. So you can, if you want, like you can join in. I mean, if you want. All right, bye guys. I'll be signing off. Thank you. Thanks for joining in. Bye bye.